guys, I'm going to use a different dog here to help you kind of visualize and understand different ways that you can make help with a dog who doesn't get very good eye contact. So this dog has got a higher prey drive than Ripple and a lower pack drive. So even if she stands next to me like this, her awareness of where I'm at, that's actually good for her. She barely ever looks at me. So there's a couple different ways to gauge whether or not a dog is paying attention to you. It doesn't always have to be direct eye contact. It doesn't always have to be a check-in. Oh, that's nice. No. Oh shoot, that was the Strider portion of this video I wanted to show you. She jumps all the time. This dog's constantly, she's a kangaroo. So if that happens, you can see how I handle that. But she's very checked out. She's always looking somewhere else. Even if she goes through the physical motions mentally, she's still hunting. Like right now, she's hunting. She's air. Oh, that's nice. She's air scenting. She's kind of stalking some of the surrounding areas. So I'm going to show you how you can build pack drive. That's nice. This is so interesting. Start the video and she's like, you know, I think I'm just gonna be perfect. I don't really want to record my faults. I'm just gonna be perfect. She's not usually this like aligned with me. So you know, you have a cattle dog. So one of the things you might consider trying is changing up your routine constantly. In other words, if you're just going back and forth in the same exact fashion every single session, you might find that Ripple is going through the physical motions without mentally checking it. Okay? So one of the things I taught you was when he gets locked onto something to back up and recall him and then do a here sit. Here, sit. Another thing, good job. She never even looks at me like this. This is ridiculous. Let's go. Another thing you can do with Ripple is put him in a sit. And actually, this is ridiculous. Seriously, this dog never freaking looks at me like this. I might have to just text you. Sit. No, come back over here where I put you. figure eight around like this. Nope. And then come over here. Come. Kind of create a pattern here at a different. And then I can come over here, like it's kind of like I move the figure eight around so it's not just a straight line. So that's an example of a way to build pack drive. Come. You know, you don't always have to turn just because he isn't doing something right. Like a lot of times I'll turn to build pack drive because I know it gets them to look at me when I turn. So I don't always have to turn because they're physically out of position. The other thing I would encourage you to do is put place out front. And do what we, I know it's unstable. Come here. Come here, let me fix it. Come here. Come. Here. No. Place. a little bit firmer, a little bit like kind of like how I've been with her in this video, where I'm a little bit more like sit. She's a stubborn little, you know what. So I'm gonna actually influence this dog to jump on you. Girl. Come on. Yeah. Right there, boom. You lift the leash up and you pop it out right, and then you put them in a sit. And you can add your knee to it too if you have to. Sorry, sister. I don't do that with her yet. No. You can add your e-collar stem on top of it too. So it can be up, pop out, e-collar boost. No. All at once, or off. All at once. Boom. But you got to be serious about it. Ripple or Strider tried jumping on me like once or twice, and I didn't even have to use the leash. I just lead him really, really hard. Now, really, really hard for Strider is not very much. It's like, boop, and he's like, oh my god, I'm tiny and I'm very, very insecure. Sit. But I was serious about it. Like, my intention is like, that is absolutely unwarranted. Not like, stop jumping, buddy. Because then they're just like, okay, I'll do it again. And you're like, hey, you know, that's probably too much, but you get my drift. You gotta show him how serious